Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me. So I'm makeup artist Lisa Caldognetto. I'm going to be giving you my first impressions of Trinny London products. You heard it here first. So I've got a stack of eye, lip and cheek goodies and some base products too. And this is the final result. What do you think? Have you tried Trinny London? Do let me know below. While I've got your attention, if you're not subscribed already, please hit that button. It really supports me out, and if you enjoyed this video, give it a like as well. My channel is full, jam-packed of all things beauty. I really focus on content around fun, feminine, cool, chic makeup looks. So keep watching if you want more. And see what I do with these pots of pure joy and colours and textures on my face. So I know you're gagging to know about the Trinny products, so let's get to it. First product I'm going to start off with is the Trinny BFF Cream Skin Perfector. So you can see it's got like a white finish to it. However, when it sort of blends in, it leaves this kind of beautiful luminosity to the skin, and I'm using the shade light medium. It's a really inclusive shade range as well. You see that instant gold, it's just kind of made the skin look more luminous, and it's got an SPF 30 in as well, so it's doing a lot of things, and it's just instantly brightened my complexion. It's the smell. It's got something I sort of recognise in it. It's quite mellow smelling. That on its own is lovely. You could just pop a bit of concealer on and you could be done here. Do another video another time just doing that. Then I'm going to go in with the BFF Serum De-Stress. So this is more of a tinted serum. Just done 2 pumps there. Just feeling my skin so it doesn't feel like overly velvety or kind of oily or anything. And it's almost blurred my skin a little bit. It looks kind of slightly matte, and I think it's got a lot of optical diffusers in there to do very clever things to make the skin look amazing. So I'm just rubbing this in my fingers a little bit. I'm just going to pop that on. What shade am I using? Binky. That is lovely. It's got this gorgeous kind of golden glow to it, which I'm down for. And the whole range, I mean, I don't know if you're familiar with Trinny, but Trinny is a fabulous woman, and I know her like growing up with watching her on TV. What was the program called? I can't remember, but it was all about styling people. So that's how she started off as a stylist, and then she launched Trinny London, I want to say maybe 5 or 4 years ago, maybe it's newer. She's always been into women, empowering women, helping women just feel really confident, so makeup just really makes sense. And I know she's invested a hell of a lot of technology. And I want to say, in one of those products that I've just used, there's a crazy technology which reacts to stress in the skin, and it helps to just make the skin calm down and just look its best. So what I'm loving about this, it's just so lightweight. It's not balling up or anything, and you know, I just had my regular skincare from the morning on. It doesn't feel heavy, it doesn't feel like anything on. Trinny is fabulous, and she's very high energy and like a spark in a way, and a lot of what she does is very tactile, quick. She's in a rush, she's a mum, she's an entrepreneur, she's on her way out, she's trying on clothes, going out for dinner, and she wants to look her best in a flash, and that's what these products really look at doing. They're all kind of products that you can use on the go just quite easily and quite intuitively as well. So next I'm going to go in with the concealer. This is the BFF Serum Eye Concealer. This is the shade Shanon. This has a silver applicator. It's really cooling on the eye, so I'm just squeezing ever so lightly. Oh, that is really lovely. I'm noticing my eyes are definitely in the morning more puffy, and I struggle to control that. Oh my god, you just want that to like live under your eye. Oh, and it sort of lasts a little bit. It's quite crazy. It's got peptides and vitamin C to really brighten and plump that under eye area. And I know a lot of the base formulations do contain hyaluronic acid, which again just really plump the surface of the skin. Sorry, I just caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror. It's like, oh my god, how lovely is that? I'm just going to come closer so you can just see. And then what I'm going to do actually, because there is a concealer in here as well, so this is a bit more of a high coverage concealer in a pot. So Trinny's got these brilliant pots that all kind of stack and click together, so your makeup bag can be really condensed and kind of controlled on the go. So you can buy the pots, you can buy them as a multiple or just buy one at a time. So everything comes in a pot, so it's, again, everything's designed to be used with your fingers. If you prefer brushes, go ahead and use brushes. This is the Just a Touch concealer, and this is in the shade Amelia, and I'm simply using this. You don't have to use two different concealers. The one for around the eye was specifically designed, I want to say, for around the eye area. Yeah, that was a bit more hydrating, while this is probably going to give me a little bit more long wear, a bit more coverage, a bit more hardcore heavy duty, you know? You can see that's just covered beautifully. And I tend to just use this in areas where I need a bit of extra coverage, so we can get a bit more pigmentation around the mouth, the nose, or a little bit more redness, so blemishes, sun damage marks, so you can just banish them away. And that is just going on beautifully. Obviously you could still use this around the eye. I think what's really clever and innovative about a lot of her products is they're very much this fusion of skincare and makeup together, which just makes it really easy and just quick, and your skin just look more alive effortlessly. This is the side that I've used the concealer fully, while this I've just done my under eye. So you can see it just polishes and perfects makeup. Concealer to me is one of the more essential things in a makeup bag, because if you have a good concealer, it can just hide a multitude of sins and make you look more even toned and just polished. And everything's very like a skin-like texture. There's no kind of hard lines or edges. So this is a 2-in-1 pot called Dido Lip and Cheek Shimmer. So you know I love a good old, ooh, that is lovely. So I'm going to actually layer some products together. See that beautiful texture? I'm going to pop it on the heel of my hand because the pad of my hand doesn't fit in that. And let's do my lovely blusher trick. So coming to the pupil of the eye, then blending the, ooh, that is really delightful. And this sort of colour would actually work on so many skin tones as well. I'm just going to build that up a little bit more. Might layer another colour just to give it a bit more je ne sais quoi. But I'm loving the reflection in that. It's nothing too glittery, it's just very plumping, because a lot of people can lose volume as we age on the I'm doing my lips, I'm talking about lips, on the cheek area. So this is a really nice way of adding a bit of volume and texture. It's a little bit more dewy than the base. So I'm going to take a little bit of the Phoebe shade and I'm going to pop that. This is like a gorgeous berry tone, but it's kind of berry pink, no blueness to it. I'm just going to dot that more kind of in the center. See, I just did a bit too much there and it's just blended away so easily. That is nice. Again, you don't have to do two blushes, I'm simply playing. But I do like to use two blushes to get a bit more pop and intensity in the center. You know, you can just use a blusher just like that as well. I just like to do the technique of the heel on the hand because it just applies a really good amount and in really good placement effortlessly. Oh yeah. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. So with the eye makeup, I'm gonna use 3 pots here, not that you have to at all. So I'm gonna start off with the shade Virtue. I'm gonna use this as a bit more of an inner corner highlight and then a edging kind of colour to blend everything through. Kind of a mid-tone, because it's not a mid-tone colour to me, but just so everything blends really easy, and that's a really smooth feeling formula. So just here and here. That was a cream formula, I don't know if I said. Then I'm going to smoke it up with this shade here, which is called Chariot. This is a gorgeous, it's like a bronzy dark brown with a fleck of gold running through it. So I'm going to keep it quite close to the lash line. I'm sort of stamping it to just give it a little bit more of a blend. Can you see how we've got that other colour going on? So it just gives you something to blend into. Although these are so soft, the pigment, it just glides really easily. They don't feel overly wet either. Very hard texture. They just feel very fine in your fingers, but not too drying either. I think you know how much I love to use makeup brushes, but it is just nice to change it up, like if I'm traveling or whatnot, I will just like to use a lot of fingers, just something very quick and easy. It's bloody beautiful, mate. And to give it a really bedazzling kind of finish, I'm going to use this shade called Minerva. This is a pressed pigment. So can you see as I press the pot, it's almost like, think of it as a little bit denser than a mousse texture. It's a gel weight formula. Comes with a little sponge on the lid. It's important to keep these airtight when you're not using them. These will just grip beautifully, so you get that oil slick wet look eye immediately, and it just looks fantastic. It just looks really sensual and matic and fun. Love it. And these, I must say, do work the best with fingers. You can get a lot of drop down. Otherwise, look at that. Bloody look at that. That is dreamy. Carol Baskin, give me a call. Now I know I put that kind of neutral gloss on, but I just want to dial it up. I want to dial the lip up a little more, so I'm going to use this shade called Pippa. It's quite a bright red. I'm just going to use a very small amount. So how I've applied this colour is a sheer wash of the colour. It looks more like a bitten lip, quite pinky sorbet, yummy raspberry sorbet on your lip. What do we think? We a fan? Got to say I am. I didn't know what to expect at all from the products, and I really like what I'm seeing. It's really easy to work with. It looks really effective. I'm impressed. There we have it. My first impressions of the Trinny range. Got to say, I was nicely surprised. I really didn't know what to expect, and I think the hype is real around it. When I've had products like this in my makeup kit before, it's always ended up a bit disastrously, but I think because they can undo quite easily in your kit, but that was more kind of powders and whatnot. So I think that these do seem to screw on quite tightly and firmly, so you know you've got that security with them. Just love how tactile, how easy it is to do, and I like how it really condenses your makeup bag just quite beautifully. The pigments are beautiful, so they'll really work and show up on every skin tone. You get a really quality product and pigment from kind of first use, so it will work on every single skin tone and really show up well. Now it's just a case of wearing the product and doing a bit of wear test and finding how it is. So head over to my Instagram, because I do more daily content there on all sorts. So please come and join me. All details are below. Let me know if you enjoyed this kind of video, and thank you so much for watching. And I upload every Sunday, so I'll see you next time.